Welcome along to the first programme in the 2016 BRSCC Quaife Fiesta Championship. Snetterton, the venue, blue skies, a little bit of wind which will help dry out the circuit, keep things flowing. We've got a very good entry, 27 cars taking to the grid, split over 4 classes as ever. Pole position today goes to Sam Priest with Nick Sanderson alongside. Then it's Kevin Sterling and Aaron Thompson, Simon Horrobin and Jamie Going, then Nathan Edwards and Lee Dendy Sadler, Alfonso Skriska and Ryan Falconbridge, followed by Miles Baker, Tim Glover and Sam Oram-Jones. Then we've got Alistair Kellett, John Cooper, followed by Jess King, Peter Dendy Sadler, Stuart Robbins, Simon Furlonger, Jack Uhill, Dana Freeman, then John Bateman, Kieran White, Luke Bannister, Sagir Hussain and David Pugh completing the grid. The Class C cars on the front of the grid, the faster STs, and it's a great start by Sam Priest and also Nick Sanderson in blue, who's trying to go around the outside. Sanderson returned briefly to the championship last year, and Nick's had a very good start indeed. Down to Riches, round the outside, and leads from Sam Priest in second place. Aaron Thompson in 41 goes round the outside of Kevin Sterling. Nathan Edwards and Jamie Going behind them. This is the view from Alistair Kellett, who qualified on pole position for the Class D, the Z-Tech S, the 3-door 1600cc Z-Tech S. One problem there at the Montreal hairpin. Hopefully that car will rejoin us. We looked briefly at Miles Baker, the Wolverhampton-based driver, going through Palmer. And here's PDS, Peter Dendy Sadler, the pole position driver in Class A, which is the mid-1990s Mark III SI 1800cc engine, and still a class available for these older cars. Just 2 entrants in Class A. We've got Peter Dendy Sadler, you just saw, and John Bateman as well, 2 veterans of the championship, racing hard. And as you can see, a good mix of cars running in Class D, which is slowly but surely taking over in numbers. And Nick Sanderson's hit from behind. The race leader, Nick Sanderson. We didn't see who did it. I suspect it might have been Sam Priest, who was running in second place, but Sanderson had a tap in the rear end. The car spun around. Hopefully he will rejoin the circuit. There's Ryan Falconbridge to the outside line, number 13 car, and we go in car with Nick Sanderson, who now has to do a recovery drive. Nick's going to be absolutely furious to be taken out like that. And coming down the straight, getting past some of the slower class cars, but we go back to the front, and it's Aaron Thompson in the lead. Aaron Thompson, and if I sound surprised, well, I shouldn't be, because he qualified well. Thompson qualified 4th, and there in 21 is Nathan Edwards. Now both Aaron and Nathan, as we get a car disappearing off onto the grass, Aaron and Nathan both graduating from the Fiesta Junior Championship. And look at the racing. We've got very keen racing on for second place. Sam Priest there at the moment, ahead of Kevin Sterling, then Jamie Going. Simon Horrobin is next up, then Nathan Edwards, but it's Aaron Thompson, the reigning junior champion, who goes across the line in lead position. So Thompson and Edwards, that really for me is showing the pedigree, the class that is being developed by the BRSCC's Fiesta Junior Championship, because those youngsters coming straight into the senior formula, and both of those graduates qualifying in the top 7. Thompson 4th, and Nathan Edwards in 7th place. So our hats off to those guys, and they're going to make a big impact on this year's championship. So Thompson is the leader, the white car with the blue stripe. Second position, Sam Priest. Third is Jamie Going. There again is Nathan Edwards. And behind them, Alfonso Skriska, another driver who started off in the first couple of seasons of Fiesta Junior racing and made a brief comeback to the championship last year, or maybe the year before. So this is the view from Alistair Kellett, the Irishman, comes from Kells near Mondello Park, and Alistair, the top seeded driver, coming back in Class D for the latest spec, and that's Jess King immediately in front, the lady racer, another graduate from the Junior Championship, Aaron Thompson's girlfriend as well, and they're racing in separate classes, which is probably just as well. So 14, Simon Horrobin, 3rd in last year's championship. The first and second place drivers from last year's championship not with us this weekend. Scott Robertson was 2nd, JJ Ross, another former junior champion, taking last year's title in the seniors, And JJ now away at the moment, racing a Clio, not in Clio Cup, but in various other open categories. But let's focus on our racing here. Now, here's an exciting name. 97 is Sam Oram-Jones, a very noted karter, raced also in the BRSCC Formula Renault Championship and now racing here in the Fiesta Championship. So I'm not sure if this is his front-wheel drive debut, but Nathan Edwards gets it all sideways, coming down into Murray's, keeps the engine running. Now, is he going to lose another position? It looks like he is. He recovers. And this is his first senior race, so this is by far and away the biggest field of cars that Nathan Edwards has raced in. All settling down pretty nicely here at Snetterton, this very nearly 30 car grid, putting on some great racing across 4 classes. Sam Oram-Jones comes towards us at Riches, and then Nathan Edwards in 21. And here's Simon Horrobin in car number 14. As we said, Horrobin was 3rd in last year's championship, so he's the top ranked driver coming back. Nick Sanderson there in blue, making some good progress through the field and past the John Cooper car. Good to see John Cooper moving into Class D. We've lost a couple of drivers from Class D from last year, the champion David Nye and the former champion David Abbott. And Alistair Kellett is probably the driver most fancied to maybe take the title. And at the moment, he's mixed up with some of the drivers battling towards the lower reaches of the top 10 in Class C, and that's David Pugh immediately in front. It's coming into Hamilton, and Kellett chasing hard here in Class D. And new drivers, we've got John Cooper up front, immediately in front of David Pugh, who is leading Class D at the moment. So this is great for Cooper, who raced last year in Class B. Fawcett-based driver, you might remember him taking several class wins, a good consistent season, just 2 retirements, one which was the first race of the year for John. But Alistair Kellett, the Irishman, is running well as we go back and pick up on Miles Baker chasing Sam Oram-Jones, who goes a little bit wide. Meanwhile, it's Aaron Thompson out front. So the teenager, Aaron Thompson, in lead position. Sam Priest in car number 19 is next. The man from Barnsley chasing Aaron Thompson. So year on year, this championship tends to deliver a different complexion. It looks like it's changed again from last year, where David Elsley for Race Car Consultants took his second title. He originally won the championship in 2009. But it's Aaron Thompson in the plain white car, and any cars that haven't got any signage on the side, if you want to get involved, get some great TV coverage and some good live racing representation, you can get in touch with the BRSCC and make contact with the drivers and maybe promote your business here. You can have a great day out at the racetrack watching these youngsters, and in fact I've got to say the age demographic for the championship isn't just youngsters, but we've got young drivers out front at the moment. Aaron Thompson coming under pressure from Sam Priest, potential overtake here on the inside, which will be right of shot, but Priest is a wee bit too far back at the moment, and they go through Agostini corner. Here's the view from Nick Sanderson, who's working his way back through the field after being tapped off. I'm sure it wasn't an intentional tap from whoever dished it out, and intentional or not, they'll probably attract the wrath of the clerk of the course. You can see Nathan Edwards 2 cars in front, so this is good progress from Nick Sanderson, working his way through the field slowly but surely as we go back to our lead battle, and it's Aaron Thompson still there. Now, I might be talking too soon here, but I can't recall a junior champion moving into the Senior Fiesta Championship and taking a win first time out. And I know it's early days in this race, we're very nearly at the halfway stage, but there could be a statistic set there as we go in car with Alistair Kellett, who's trying to hunt down John Cooper, current class leader. Meanwhile, back to the race lead, and there's his big pressure here from Sam Priest, who goes into Coram. Priest is really piling the pressure on Aaron Thompson, and Priest not perhaps as tight there. Thompson still in the race lead, in the all-white 41 car, but here comes Priest round the outside. It's a very brave move, and he tees up the inside for Murray's. Priest takes the lead. What an incredible move, a great piece of clean driving from both drivers, and Sam Priest goes through into the lead. We've got Jamie going in third place. We've got the driving standards flag going out. I'm guessing that's either track limits or maybe for the contact that happened on Nick Sanderson. Don't know. We'll have to keep you abreast of what happens when the results come out. But Sam Priest, what a fantastic move round the outside of Aaron Thompson in 41. And Thompson now has got to try and fight back, which he's doing down the inside into Montreal. Thompson goes through and repasses for the lead. Clean, fair racing between the pair of them. And Thompson had the pressure of the lead, lost it to the number 19 Sam Priest, and has now regained it. This is wonderful racing. Equally matched cars. That's exactly what the race fans want to see. It's what the drivers want as well. And that's why so many drivers are looking at this. Priest has a little look down the inside once again, but it's Aaron Thompson leading, Sam Priest in second. Thompson's teammate, team boss, Jamie Going, is there in third, fourth position at the moment. Is Kevin Sterling as we go in car with Peter Dendy Sadler. In car with Peter Dendy Sadler, the leader of the Class A race, up ahead of John Bateman. And PDS looking to convert pole into win and maybe fastest lap in this, the first race of the 2016 BRSCC Quaife Fiesta Championship. And if you were watching before the break, you'll know that Aaron Thompson and Sam Priest having a superb race, and it's Thompson who reclaimed the lead. And now we've got Jamie Going in the white and green Jam Sport car. Jamie Going, the boss of the Jam Sport company. Then Kevin Sterling, followed by Simon Horrobin. So we've got 5 cars here, all within a shout of each other and all within an ace of taking this race. So a 5-way scrap for the lead and just over half distance. But Thompson is the race leader and looking to set a little bit of history here. We have had a junior graduate win the championship before, but we haven't had a junior graduate winning a race. And Thompson is there at the moment in the lead. In car once again with Nick Sanderson, who did lead the race. And let's take nothing away from Aaron, but Nick Sanderson was leading early on and did around about half a lap and then got punted out. Sanderson coming down to challenge the man who finished third in the championship last year, the juniors. And a little bit of smoke coming out of Nathan Edwards' car. And Nick Sanderson goes past along the centre straight. Sanderson, as we look at the picture on the right hand side, the blue car with the white trim, is going to, I think, take the place away from Nathan Edwards. Well, Edwards hangs on to it, and the Pinnaker back car is having a very good go. Outside line down to Montreal. Certainly no room on the inside. Nathan Edwards very rightly defending the place, and Sanderson was hoping there to maybe grab the outside line, which converts the inside for this corner. The left-hander at Palmer, and Sanderson too far back. Nick, the 2005 Scottish XR2 championship that's still running up in Scotland and bringing on some very good young racing drivers, and they can move from the XR2 class up into the STs at Knockhill, a single circuit championship, have one away day. And then of course, if you want to, you can move into the National Fiesta Championship. I think very, very slight variations in spec from Scottish to National Championship, but you'd certainly be able to do that without any difficulty. So back with Nick Sanderson. Great footage of a guy who knows how to race these cars and has been away working on business, but teamed up now with David Elsley, and they're supporting a couple of drivers in the Fiesta Junior Championship as well. So here's the battle then for second place. Aaron Thompson goes through white. He's the leader. Sam Priest, the orange car with the blue roof, second position. Jamie Going is there in third place. Jamie Going last year regular on the podium and took fifth place in the championship behind Sam Priest. So these two, fourth and fifth in the championship last year, and renewing their battle. But Aaron Thompson's getting his head down and doing a super job. Fastest lap of the race is with Priest on lap 3, 2 minutes 17.5, very nearly 80 mile an hour. That's the average around this circuit, which encompasses a lot of twists and turns on the infield section. The race leader, though, on one of the fastest parts of the circuit at the moment, centre straight down into Riches, then a short straight down into the Montreal hairpin. This is Riches, where our camera is, turn 1 on the circuit. There is Jamie Going, the Northamptonshire-based driver, third place at the moment. Kevin Sterling coming under pressure at the moment from Simon Horrobin. Simon running the Specialised Motorsport team, and Jamie Going goes down the inside, but that's going to be the outside line for Palmer, which is the next corner. But Jamie Going very definitely giving notice of intent there. He wants to get away from Kevin Sterling in car number 53. This is Kevin's home circuit, based in Norwich, just a short drive up the road from the Snetterton circuit. And Sterling very clearly running well, but Jamie Going's having a look down the inside, going into second, and I think he's got it. He'll hang on to the inside line because he's got the line into Hamilton, which is the next corner. Meanwhile, we go back with Nick Sanderson, and this is a very spirited recovery drive from Nick Sanderson to come through the field. And Nick looking at the outside line, still hasn't dealt with Nathan Edwards, looks to the outside line there, maybe go for the cut back here. That's exactly what Nick was thinking. Can he get the run? This is all about the line now into Hamilton corner, and if he's got his nose in front, Nathan won't block him. Again, clean racing, Sanderson goes through, and that is into, I think, 7th position on the road. So good move by Nick Sanderson. Nathan Edwards, really good clean racing as well between the pair of them, and Sanderson got his nose up. Nathan realised he was there, and Nick takes the position. Goodness me, this is getting very fraught here, isn't it? Between second and third, a little tap on the back from Jamie Going. There was a wee bit of getting locked up, I think, going into Brundle by Sam Priest in second, but very physical between the two. Not overly so, to the extent that the clerk of the course is going to have words with these two. But if you get into close quarter racing, inevitably there's going to be a bit of contact. But it's Aaron Thompson still out front. There's Thompson, through shot. Priest, Going, Simon Horrobin, the boss of Specialised Motorsport, is there in 4th place, and he's all over the back of Jamie Going. Kevin Sterling is now down in 4th place. We've still got the warning flags going out. That will probably be a reminder to drivers about track limits, as well as maybe the odd tap and getting too close for comfort. But this is all good, close, clean racing. Cleanish racing, we should say. At the front, Kevin Sterling takes a wide line there, goes too far. A bit of a rallycross moment for Sterling. I'm not sure how much time he's going to lose. The advantage for Sterling is that he's got cars in front of him that are battling hard and playing a little bit of cat and mouse. So while they're doing that, they're compromising their racing laps, their racing lines, and effectively slowing each other up. And that means that the chasers can get on terms with them, and Kevin Sterling hasn't indeed lost too much time. Although having said that, Simon Horrobin has lost a little bit of time now on Jamie Going, who's in 3rd. That's the white car with the green stripe. 2nd place ahead of him at the moment is Sam Priest, and then the race leader is Aaron Thompson, who is going to, I think, start getting into some backmarker traffic soon. So Thompson, again, as I said, like Nathan Edwards at the start of this race, this will be the biggest field of cars that Aaron Thompson has raced with, and I've got to say that the spirit Thompson's showing, absolutely superb to fight back and retake the lead. And that racecraft learnt from watching his dad Steve, his uncle Paul racing in Legends cars over the years. Steve did a bit of Eurocar racing, V6 Eurocar racing as well, and of course, as well as watching the others, Aaron's learnt his craft in karts and also in the Fiesta Junior Championship. But look at the battle we got on for 4th place now. Kevin Sterling all over the back of Simon Horrobin. And if we look back, Alfonso Skritska, the white car, is coming through as well. And he's in 6th place at the moment, trying to close down these boys. There's Alfonso just going through the back of our shot. And then a big, big gap back to Nick Sanderson and Nathan Edwards. And both of those guys, of course, had momentary offs earlier on. They're coming up on Kieran White, car number 49, and Kieran is the leader in Class B for the Mark V 1400cc Z-Tex. You fully expect them to be lapped. Luke Bannister, the white car number 20, is lapped as well. Luke's running in 2nd place. So those guys having a very good race of it at the moment. Luke Bannister, incidentally, has got the fastest lap in Class B out of the two, although Kieran White leads the class. So good to name check both of those boys. But it's Aaron Thompson in 41, still out front. Lifts a wheel going through the hairpin. Short squirt down to Palmer, the left-hander, where our camera sits, and we look across. Still in 2nd position is Sam Priest. Jamie Going in third, and then Simon Horrobin. Sorry, Jamie Going third, then Simon Horrobin and Kevin Sterling. A gap back from Jamie Going at the moment, and then some of the back markers, Kieran White and Luke Bannister, are in shot, so they'll be gobbled up by the likes of Alfonso Skritska and Nick Sanderson very shortly. But Aaron Thompson looking very good here. Best lap of the race on lap 5 for Aaron, a 2 minutes 17.9. Sam Priest having done a 2:17.5 on his best lap, which, as we said, was lap 3. That still stands as the fastest lap of the race. But Aaron Thompson here, by the look of it, barring any mistakes and last-minute nerves, which of course he'd have probably had to deal with last year when he was championship leader, I don't think he's going to be subject to any nerves at all, because he'll have got that out of his system last year when he won the championship. But subject to that, he's going to be the first driver to take a senior win directly after moving up from the junior championship. So Aaron Thompson goes through the bomb hole, lifts the wheel again into Coram. This is where he lost the lead to Sam Priest. Remember, Priest set the pole position time with Nick Sanderson qualifying second. So, well, who'd have thought how this race would go? But through Murray's for the last time, and coming down the straight to see the checkered flag, and Aaron Thompson is going to make a bit of history, because there is the checkered flag, and it's Thompson that crosses the line to take the win. Sam Priest is second, then Jamie Going, followed by Simon Horrobin, Kevin Sterling. But the race result changed around. Jamie Going awarded second, then Simon Horrobin, Kevin Sterling, Alfonso Skritska, Nick Sanderson. Sam Priest put behind Sanderson in the result. And then it was Nathan Edwards, Ryan Falconbridge, Sam Oram-Jones. Class D going to Alistair Kellett, takes 13th place. 19th was the Class A winner, Peter Dendy-Sadler. 24th was Kieran White, who wins Class B ahead of Luke Bannister, and confirmation of Sam Priest's fastest lap.
And this win means more to me than any others. It's my first race as a senior, and to bring it home with a win is incredible. I can't thank everyone enough. I would not have won that race without the help of my boss Jamie on track, the dad for preparing the car, James Fort for giving us everything, my mum for making all the mechanics the food. I mean, it's just a big team effort that goes into the win.
It's really good to get a podium, come third at the start on the first race, so I feel a lot more comfortable and confident.
It was good, yeah. Made it very hard for myself. Started off, got messed up with the STs in the first lap, and had a half spin in the middle of the track somewhere, and I'd say I caused carnage behind, but I kept going, and Jess got past me and John Cooper. So got past Jess again and caught John Cooper, and we had a great battle, and I thought I could pull away from John, but he was very quick, and I was struggling towards the end with tyres, and we had a great race, and it was very clean, so good fun.